So my final presentation and discussion of presentation script is about the long-term effect of operating condition, a case study of intention versus rewards. The topic to be discussed in this presentation is the long-term effect of operating condition, is a case study of intention versus reward. Operating condition is a theory that has been applied in various aspects of our society to trigger the psychology intentions of individuals. Operator's condition is a way of learning where the consequences of the response determine the chances of it being repeated. So, in other words, an individual is more likely to repeat an action if the consequence is positive, whereas there is a less likelihood of repetition if the consequences is negative or a punishment. So, this theory is quite intriguing and interesting to me because as humans, most of our decisions follow similar patterns. The paychecks and allowance we receive are rewards meant to motivate us to work harder, as well as the praise we receive for doing a good job are rewards for positive behavior. These praises are received are meant to reinforce us into repeating those behaviors. Reinforcement is negative if it terminates an unpleasant state following a response where positive reinforcement strengthens a behavior towards rewards. Operating condition is often considered a societal norm because in most instances it is effective in gaining the desired outcome from people. This makes it an important aspect of society itself. The reason why I chose this topic is because of the integrating thought that comes in mind anytime I hear about operating condition. The thoughts are if operating condition requires people to learn or to repeat a good action based on consequences, then how can this theory be abused to serve other interests? Do people really learn the right way of using operating conditions? If so, how do we know that people do such acts with genuine intentions or they do it because of the reward? For instance, if I teach my son to make his bed every morning by rewarding him with a trip to the park, then how can I be sure that the child would continue with this behavior or attitude once the reward is no longer available? Is operating conditioning really reliable in long term? These are concerns that make the topic so important to me. For me, genuine intention is very important, and if I should engage in an action, it should be because it's genuine interest in the Pacific Act and understanding the essence behind those actions. I believe the present reinforcement of a punishment could turn into a new habit formation where only these two conditions could inspire positive attitude and may discourage the habit of genuine intention in practicing the positive behavior. If the whole essence of operating condition is to get people to do how they are supposed to do, then what happens to the goodwill or genuine intention? A research was conducted to assess these used behaviors of operating condition by Philip Ney from the Division of Child Psychology, University of British Columbia. It is discovered that the therapists or parents with intention to change their child's behavior, important aspects of people and their problems out enthusiasm of the theories. So what happens is was most people were to be changed toward operating condition often pretend that they have stopped the behavior just to receive the reward, which we all know that's not the purpose. Well, we're hoping that that's not the purpose. This is one of the major concerns that defeats the purpose of operation condition. As humans,